Hello, YouTube, and welcome to a different SMP. I'm not going to be making videos here, aside from probably this one and maybe another one in the future. Just another quick look at my beautiful Halloween costume. And a quick look at my gear. Now, you might be wondering why I brought you here. I'm going to show you guys my base on this server, which is also an amusement park. Right now, we're inside of my actual house. My humble abode, my little tower, in the middle of basically nowhere. As you can see, I live on an island. What you don't see is that most of this island is artificial. It took me weeks just to make the island part. But I would like to welcome all of you to Fantasy Island Amusement Park. You'll see what it's all about pretty soon. At the front of the park, we have the petting zoo. Pet the cows and sheep gently. Respect the dogs, including Dinner Wolf. And gaze at the beauty of the axolotls. Have fun with the chickens. And have a gander at the pigs. And yes, one of them does have a saddle. My only saddle, as a matter of fact. Now, let me bring your attention to the hub. The hub is the second most developed of the areas right now. The first one being the petting zoo, which is basically complete aside from anything else I might want to add in the future. I don't plan on adding any rides, but I might add a couple more bits of just custom decoration, more or less. I also forgot to show the Fantasy Island t-shirts. I have the Blue Dragon t-shirts, Red Cobra t-shirts, and shirts that are meant to say, my friends went to Fantasy Island and all I got was this stupid t-shirt. Unfortunately, I couldn't fit the whole message. Now, back to the hub. The hub has a couple of different features to it. For example, let's make a date. If you've ever watched Whose Line Is It Anyway, this is literally just let's make a date from that show. If you haven't watched Whose Line Is It Anyway, you can find some good clips online. It's not that hard. This is our carousel. Just roll with it. This is the Fantasy Island restaurant with the Red Cobra and Blue Dragon and mascot that's on top of it. You'll see what those are all about soon enough. But inside the restaurant are some nice tables and a barrel full of free food. We've got steak. We've got mutton. We've got chicken. We've got quite a few baked potatoes. A few golden carrots. And then we've got the custom items. Cobra rolls, fried dragon, and slices of pizza. Just roll with it. Speaking of the mascots, let me show you one of the This is the Blue Dragon roller coaster. The first roller coaster created for this particular park. as you can see, it's quite full of twists and turns. But it's not nearly as twisty or exciting as its younger brother that you can see over there. Still, it's a staple of the park, and something I take great pride in nonetheless. Technically, you're supposed to go in through this entrance. Never mind. And the long queue, we might need it when this place is open. This is Fantasy Island PvP Arena. Please PvP only with consent. And don't PvP if you can't take a loss. Seriously, don't get butthurt if you lose. Our PvP Arena is gorgeous and has a few interesting features that can help you get a leg up on your competition if you know how to use them. We also have this fountain. It's a nice fountain. Don't mind the woods. Sometimes a guy just needs wood. This is our drop tower. It also doubles as my creeper and spider farm. Guests would go up this bubble column, where they can't drown, by the way, wind up here, and then immediately drop down. But if you want to see how things go, yeah, I have a ton of gunpowder. Fun fact. Then when you come down, there's just a bit of water here, and you can just leave at your leisure. It's that easy. You may have noticed this, and this is a maze. I'm not going to go through it all right now, but suffice to say, it's quite amazing. Out here, we have Crystal Beach, which might have a water slide or two when I get around to it, but it's mostly just there to look nice. Over here is the woods. I'll probably have more attractions there eventually, but for now, it's just covered in trees. Because like I said, never know when you might need wood. Also over here is the Yellow Beaver Kiddie Coaster. It's rather short, but when you're making a kiddie coaster, you kind of have to make it short. Beyond the woods, we have scenic Palm Beach, a tropical paradise, or at least it would be if it weren't for the fact that you can clearly see a bunch of icebergs floating just offshore. But still, the turtles are here to keep you company. And there are places to lay out and enjoy the sun. You might be wondering what these rings are. We'll come back to that later. Over here is the completely undeveloped Steam World. I'm hoping that Broken Doll contributes some stuff here soonish. Out here is the jungle. It's got my mining outpost, which goes down to one of the few places on the island that actually has, well, a place to go down and dig. And here we have the Red Cobra, our largest and most twisty roller coaster. Brace yourselves, you're bound to get dizzy. As you can see, I've gone to great lengths to try and make this a pretty decent amusement park, if I do say so myself. It's a bit late, sorry. Now, back to the rings. They're part of Fantasy Island's Elytra course. How difficult is this Elytra course? Difficult enough that I always manage to take a few hits, but then again, I'm not an amazing flyer. I just know that there are people on this server who can probably do it without taking a single hit. But first, let's see what I can do. Of course, that's assuming the world loads it and good enough for me to keep track of it. Ow. There we go. Honestly, I usually do worse than that, so... Oh, yeah. And that is my base here at Fantasy Island Amusement Parks. But it's not the only thing I do on the server. I also have a shop, which I might as well show you guys, if only just to see if anyone's bought anything. You see, though, my shop doesn't really sell items. No. I sell services. Services that not a lot of people have really used so far, but services nonetheless. Welcome to Alzoru's Emporium of Services. In this barrel, we have Dragon's Favors. Let's have a look at our beautiful ledger. Welcome to Dragon Favors. At this store, you can pay diamonds for favors from Alzoru within reason. Alternatively, you can sell favor to Alzoru or exchange favors. Remember though, a favor is a powerful thing. And if at some point you owe Alzoru a favor, you will end up paying it back, most likely by working at Fantasy Island. Please write in this book the nature of your favor starting on page 3. Favors are worth 1 diamond block. Here is how they're meant to be done. As you can see, I've already done one job. And, oh, I forgot about this. I completed this too. So, what happened there is that Broken and Doll was going to make an Elytra course, not realizing that I had already made one on Fantasy Island. Alzoru Delivers hasn't had anything yet. Basically, this is just a thing where I can deliver stuff to people's bases. And lastly, Mama Alzora's building service, which also hasn't had any sales yet. Well, we've had one sale, but they haven't really cashed it in yet. If you're reading this, you're either curious or you need something built for you. No matter, keep reading. As an expansion to my favorite shop, I will now be offering my services as a builder. I will build buildings, statues, and try my hand at host tasks. Depending on the size of the build, you will be required to pay a fine of at least 5 diamonds, including material discount. The prices are listed starting on the next page. All prices are halved, rounded up, if you include at least 50% of the required materials. All prices listed are upper limit. Well, that's that. This is our shopping district. As you can see, much like the hermits often do on Hermitcraft, we have a large, sprawling shopping district within which is on a fairly large mushroom island. They've actually got their own amusement park over here, which is hilariously small and barren. What even is this? Oh, this is drip leaf parkour. Oh, okay. Actually, I think it's meant to be drip leaf spleef. Someone also made Stat Poker. That was Globecraft, I believe. Yeah, this is actually the favor they wanted my help with. Making all the stuff to put in Stat Poker. And Broken Doll made this lovely firing range, which I had hoped she would make it at Fantasy Island, but what are you gonna do? I'm not mad, just slightly disappointed. And that is how things are going on Duckcraft. This is where I've been since the Globecraft SMP. He kinda crashed and burned. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.